It doesn't matter if you're a powerlifter, bodybuilder, or even a CrossFitter. The deadlift is one of the greatest compound exercises you can perform. Unfortunately, executing this movement incorrectly results in little progress, or worse, serious injury. What's up, champ? Jordan Wheeler of Blue Star Nutraceuticals, and today I'm going to break down the deadlift. There's a lot of different ways experts will advise to set up and execute a deadlift. From sumo to conventional, narrow to wide stance, head position, grip style. There's just a lot of different ways to skin a cat. But at the end of the day, it's important to ensure that the basic fundamentals are taken care of. So let's get to it. Mistake number 1, improper hip position. A common mistake many men make is having their hips too low in their starting position, almost like they're about to perform a squat. Instead, what you want to do is have your hips slightly higher than your knees. An easy way to remember this is with the squat, you can think about it like you're sitting in a chair. But with the deadlift, it's more of like a bowing position. If you start your hips too low, you're putting unnecessary pressure on your quads. Where if your hips are higher than your knees, your hamstrings will be tight and activated, ready to assist you in the lift. Now, at the top of the movement, you'll see a lot of guys overextend their hips forward. This puts unnecessary pressure on the lumbar and increases risk of injury. So stop when your body is in a straight line perpendicular to the floor. Mistake number 2, rounding the back. Don't end up in a fail video on YouTube. Rounding your back is bad news. A lot of guys end up rounding their backs because they don't set up the lift properly. Just before you begin to lift the bar off the floor, contract your lats, get your chest up, and fill your belly with air. Contract your midsection, back straight, chest up. The goal is to have your body rigid and tight before you begin lifting. Also, ensure that the bar is not too far out in front of you in the start position. The bar should start right in the middle of your foot or even a little closer to your shin. Mistake number 3, not performing full range of motion. A rack pull is not a deadlift. Sure, there's a place in strength training programs for rack pulls. However, the deadlift movement is lifting the bar off the floor, picking it all the way up, and setting it back down. There is no rack pull event in powerlifting meets. If your program prescribes a deadlift, then perform it using a full range of motion. Mistake number 4, improper gear. As you advance and get stronger, a powerlifting belt for max effort days becomes something to consider using. It'll help brace your core when you inhale a ton of air, keeping your midsection tight and strong. However, this type of belt, the kind that you'll find at your local sports store, is a complete waste of money. A good powerlifting belt is usually 10 to 13 millimeters thick and 4 inches wide. They take some time to break in and run about $100 to $150. When it comes to footwear, a flat sole is best, as you want your feet as flat as possible. A pair of Chucks, barefoot, or shoes specifically made for powerlifting are the best option. Now, if you're training at a mainstream gym, you probably don't have access to a proper deadlift bar. It's not the end of the world. But as you progress, you'll want to find a gym that has deadlift bars. They're a bit longer and thinner with a good whip, along with more aggressive knurling for better grip. All right, champ, I hope this video has helped you gain some insight on the deadlift so you can avoid getting hurt and continue building that barn door back. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe. Keep training hard, and I'll see you in the next one.